Welcome to the next session of this class. Let's begin by assembling all the assets we've created onto our artboard. Starting with the spectrum sphere, place it slightly to the middle left side of the artboard, not perfectly centered. Resize it to fit the composition. Now, make a copy of the sphere. To ensure the copied sphere is placed exactly in the same spot, press Ctrl-C and then Ctrl-Shift-V. This will paste it in the exact position. Hold Shift and Ctrl, then drag to resize the copied sphere, making it much smaller, and place it in the upper right corner of the main sphere. Send this sphere back of the main sphere by pressing Ctrl left bracket. Rotate the smaller sphere to add some variance, making sure to show both the warm and cool surfaces. Slightly adjust the position for better exposure. Now, make another copy of the small sphere by holding Alt and dragging it to the middle left side of the main sphere. Again, rotate it to add contrast among the elements. Next, let's move on to our gradient bars. Always make a copy of your assets. Don't use the originals. Find a suitable position for the gradient bar. Stretch it a bit if needed. To better visualize everything, let's add a background color to our artwork. Use the rectangle tool to create an artboard-sized shape. Send it to the back of all elements by pressing Ctrl-Shift left bracket. Cancel the stroke and fill the rectangle with a solid, slightly lighter dark color using the HSB pattern. Now, Alt-drag the spirograph pattern onto the artboard. You may need to resize it. Next, bring in the second gradient bar. Rotate it 180 degrees and align it just below the spirograph. Then place the third, slightly smaller gradient bar. Now let's position our QR codes. First, change the color of the QR codes to match our warm color theme and remove any strokes. Repeat this process for the other QR codes and the ISBN code. Start placing them on the artboard, allowing for some artistic freedom here. Adjust sizes and positions as needed. For balance, let's sample the ISBN code with a cooler color. Now it's time to work on our symbols. These need color adjustments, and though it's a bit time-consuming, it's important. Select a symbol, click Edit Symbol, and follow the prompt that appears about linked copies being affected. Once the symbol is selected, use the eyedropper tool to sample the warm color. I think reducing the stroke thickness will make it look better. Once you're satisfied with the changes, hit Escape. Repeat this process for each symbol. For the star, make the inner star black and the outer shape orange. I've added my color swatches to the palette for easy selection. For the triangle, make both the triangle and the outer circle orange and the inner shape black. The last shape has many components, so it'll be a bit trickier. First, make the largest component orange. There's a shape behind the arrows that we don't need, so let's remove it. For the outer border, make it black. If you're having trouble selecting it, press Ctrl+3 to hide the next shape. Select the border and change its color. Then press Ctrl+Alt+3 to bring back the hidden shape. Lastly, for the inner shape, hide the other two and make both the fill and stroke black. Once finished, press Ctrl+Alt+3 to reveal the other shapes and press Escape to exit editing mode. Now that our symbols are ready, resize and align the shield, star, and triangle symbols. We'll use these together in the bottom section. To ensure they're the same size, place one shape on top of another for comparison. Once done, use horizontal align center and vertical distribute to align them properly. Finally, drag all three symbols to the bottom segment of the artboard. We'll also use these symbols in the upper segment, but with larger sizes. In the next lecture, we will add text elements to our artboard.